Hello kid, today we are going to meet Cyrus. Well, Cyrus has been born and brought up in London, but his parents and grandparents are from India. So, while he was a kid, he had heard a lot of stories about India, its buildings, monuments, where his parents and grandparents have visited. So this time it was Cyrus' turn to come down in India and visit the different places which are the tourist attractions, the various historical buildings. So let us see from where Cyrus started his visit in India. So at first they visited Mumbai, where Cyrus saw the gateway of India, and it is situated in Mumbai's Apollo Mandir. Well, this is the place from where his father belonged. So, this was very close to his heart, and Cyrus was dumbfounded looking at the building. Isn't it lovely? It's very huge as well. So, his father referred to the Gateway of India as a monument. So, let's see how and why it was built. Well, the Gateway of India invites all the people who come from the Arabian Sea. It was designed and constructed in the year 1913 to celebrate the visit of King George and Queen Mary, who were then the British Emperor and Empress. Cyrus was very excited to know that this building actually remembers the ruler of the country where he stays now, that is UK. So now let's see the design of the monument. Well, first we see there is a large archway over here. See this one in the middle, and there are two small archways in each of the side of the monument. Well, this structure is made by the British architects. Now, Cyrus was quite confused. Like, this building, the Gateway of India, is also known as the Taj Mahal of Mumbai. And his father was continuously referring this to a monument. So he asked his father, what is a monument? Do you know what is a monument? No? Let me tell you. Well, when a building or statue is built in memory of an event or a notable person, then the building or the statue is known as a monument. So, what did we learn over here? A monument is a building or a statue which is built in the memory of an event or a notable person. Just like the Gateway of India is built to remember the visit of King George V and his wife Queen Mary. So, it is a monument. Well, while having ice cream, his father asked Cyrus, have you seen this thing before? He was quite confused. That time his dad said, this is the national emblem of India. I'm sure you would also have seen this national emblem on the currency notes. So, do you know what's this? Well, this is the national emblem of India. I'm sure you would also have seen this national emblem on the currency notes. But do you know what is its name? Well, it is known as the Lion Capital, and the lion capital is in Sarnath. See, over here we see the lion capital. But do you know why is it known as the lion capital? Firstly, when there is a statue on a pillar, then it is known as the capital. See over here. There is a pillar, and on top of the pillar there is a statue. So, this entire thing would be known as a capital. And since the statue is of an Asiatic lion, this thing is known as the lion capital. right? Let's see its details. Well, the lion capital was constructed by Emperor Ashoka, and it has got 4 Asiatic lions. But can you see 4 lions over here? No, right? Over here we can see only 3 lions, and one of them is hidden. So in total we have got 4 lions on the lion capital. Now below the Asiatic lions there is a cylindrical structure over here. See, over here we have got 4 Ashoka chakra. See, this is the chakra, the wheel with 24 spokes, and other than the 4 chakras we have 4 animals as well: lion, bull, elephant and the galloping horse. Over here we can see the horse and the bull. The other 2 animals are hidden. So what did we learn till now? The lion capital is constructed by Emperor Ashoka. It has got 4 Asiatic lions, in the cylindrical structure we have 4 Ashoka chakras, and there are 4 animals: lion, bull, elephant and the galloping horse. So this national emblem also appears on the official letterhead of Government of India. Next, Cyrus wanted to visit Sanchi Stupa. Well, you will be shocked to know that this is the oldest stone structure in India. It was built during the Mauryan period by Emperor Ashoka. So in this stupa you can see it is a dome shaped structure, and it is built of stones and bricks. So this is the oldest stone structure in India. Now the Sanchi Stupa is a very important and religious place for the people following Buddhism. Do you know why? Because this contains the relics of Gautam Buddha. Now you must be confused, what is a relic? Well, relic are the bodily remains of Gautam Buddha which are preserved very carefully, and they are considered to be divine. So Sanchi Stupa is the oldest stone structure built by Emperor Ashoka, and it contains the relics of Gautam Buddha. So it is very important to the Buddhists. Other than that, in the Sanchi Stupa there are 4 gateways. Do you know what is it called? Well, the gateways are known as Torana. See, there are 4 gateways in the 4 directions, and in that gateway you have seen the carved stone. See, this is a carved stone. Just like you, Cyrus was also amazed. How can they carve out a rough stone so beautifully? And these stones show the scenes of Buddha's life, including plants and animals. So each Torana have got these kind of carved stone. Now from Sanchi Stupa they travelled to Agra, where there was Cyrus's aunt's house. There for the first time Cyrus saw the Taj Mahal, and he was completely dumbfounded seeing its beauty. Don't you think Taj Mahal is very beautiful? Of course it is. Maybe that's why it is considered to be one of the 7 wonders of the world. And do you know who built it? Well, it was built by Emperor Shah Jahan. Why? Well, it was in the loving memory of his wife Mumtaz Mahal. So, Taj Mahal is a symbol of love, where Emperor Shah Jahan had built it for his wife. Now, he also saw that Taj Mahal is built of white marble, and his father told him that it took 22 years to complete the entire construction of Taj Mahal. So, he was thinking how hard those workers might have worked to put up such a beautiful monument like a Taj Mahal. Even when they went inside, Cyrus saw some beautiful carvings on the marble structure. See, the artisans have carved out beautifully inside the Taj Mahal. After that, Cyrus and his family went to Delhi, wherein he saw the India Gate. Well, he was quite confused between the Gateway of India and the India Gate because they almost sounded similar. That time, Cyrus' dad helped him. Well, he told him that the India Gate is an All India War Memorial and it is built to remember the 82,000 soldiers of Indian Army who lost their lives in the First World War. So, this is a war memorial, and Gateway of India was to remember the visit of the king and queen. So, now Cyrus was happy. He understood that this is a war memorial and different from Gateway of India. So, he wanted to go inside and know more about it. Do you also want to know what's there inside the India Gate? Let's check. Well, inside the India Gate, he saw the Amar Jawan Jyoti or flame of the immortal soldier. Well, do you know what does this signify? This signifies the sacrifice of our soldiers for our motherland. This is signified over here by a black marble. On top of that, there is a rifle and then the war helmet. So, I'm sure you must also have seen that soldiers come and pay their respect during different national occasions over here. The Amar Jawan Jyoti or the flame of the immortal soldiers. And this is how these true brave legends are remembered by all of us. Now, after that, he went to Qutub Minar. Well, Cyrus's head was so much strained looking at it. It was so tall. He was so confused. He had never ever seen something like this before. Well, his father said that Qutub Minar is the world's tallest rubble masonry minaret. Well, you also must be very confused, right? What is a minaret? Well, a minaret is a tall tower like this. So, Qutub Minar is the world's tallest minaret. Now, this was constructed by Qutb-ud-Din Aibak. Well, he was a ruler and this consists of 379 stairs. So, if you want to go to the top of the Qutub Minar, you have to climb 379 stairs. So, now you can imagine how much Cyrus was tired after climbing so much of stairs. But on reaching the top, well, Cyrus was astonished and amazed how beautiful the scene looked. He was astonished to see even during those olden days, people were so much organized and everything which were built over there was properly planned. So, he saw the entire complex and the Qutub Minar and he was very, very happy. Now, I have a question for you. Qutub Minar is located in which city? Is it option 1, Mumbai, or option 2, Kolkata, or option 3, Delhi? Can't remember? Let me help you. Well, we have learned just now that in Mumbai, we have the Gateway of India. In Kolkata, we have many more monuments which are yet to come. And in Delhi, we saw there's the Qutub Minar. So, the correct option is Delhi. So, after Qutub Minar, Cyrus's dad wanted to show him another great monument, and this is where they landed. It was the Red Fort. Well, I'm sure you have also seen this monument many times on the television during national occasions like the Independence Day and the Republic Day. But do you know who has built it? Well, it was built by Emperor Shah Jahan. And it is entirely made of red sandstone. So, you can imagine such a huge building made of red sandstone. Now, as I was telling you, you have seen this building many times during the Independence Day and Republic Day. But why was that? Well, because on these special patriotic events, we have done the flag hoist over here. So, every year we see the flag hoisting on the Red Fort in Delhi. Not only that, Red Fort has got some beautiful gardens. See, in front of it. So, Cyrus was also very excited and astonished to see how beautifully this large building has been divided into gardens and other structures. After Delhi, it was the turn of the city of palaces. Well, what's that? It was Mysore, and they came to visit the Mysore Palace, which was the place where the king and the queen used to live before. Even over here, Cyrus saw a beautiful big monument. Doesn't it look pretty? I'm sure it does. So, while he was observing, he was told that this monument is 145 feet high and it has got the marble domes over here. See, these are the marble domes. And it's quite a huge structure, isn't it? So, above the central dome, they have the Lord which they used to worship during those times. Do you know what's her name? Well, her name is Gajalakshmi. So, she is the god whom the previous rulers used to worship in the Mysore palace. Now, if you look at the ceilings, you can see it is beautifully painted with different structures of god, goddesses and also mythological scriptures. So, the ceilings look very beautiful with these kind of paintings in the Mysore palace. Now, when Cyrus and his dad walked towards the audience hall, he was all the more surprised looking at the gold leaf designs. See, these are the gold leaf designs. So, even during those days, the craftsmen had done a splendid job. Now, outside the Mysore palace were some beautiful gardens with lots of beautiful flowers, which also attracted Cyrus. After Mysore, it was the land of the famous biryani, that is Hyderabad, and there he saw the Charminar. Well, he was also surprised to know that this monument was neither a war memorial nor a memorial for love. Rather, it was the memorial of the plague eradication in those days in the complete area. So, Charminar was built to celebrate the success of plague eradication in Hyderabad. So, then it was the turn of Kolkata, where Cyrus and his family came, and they went to visit the famous Victoria Memorial. Even this was a very beautiful monument, and Cyrus was very excited to see it. See, it's so huge. But do you know who has built it? Well, it was built by George Curzon in the memory of Queen Victoria. So, if you have also visited Victoria Memorial, I am sure you have seen this structure. This is a stone structure of Queen Victoria. it is placed just outside the Victoria Memorial. And over here also you can see, other than the Taj Mahal, this is a monument which is made up of white marble. Suddenly, Cyrus saw something on the top of this monument. Do you know what? It was a fairy-like structure. See? Cyrus started asking his dad, what was that? He had never seen something like this on any of the monuments. Well, his dad said, this is the Angel of Victory, and there she is placed on top of the Victoria Memorial. Then they walked inside. Well, when they reached inside, they saw the Queen's Hall, which was very big. See? And it is circular in shape, whereas the ceiling is dome shaped. You can see over here the ceiling. It is dome shaped and it has got some beautiful carvings on it. So, this was the Victoria Memorial, the monument from Kolkata. So, now my dear kid, you have got an idea of the different kind of monuments which we have in our motherland, India. All these monuments symbolize our rich heritage and tradition, which have been carried down for years and years. Let's see some of them. Well, they are Ajanta Caves, Taj Mahal, Buland Darwaza, Hawa Mahal, Victoria Memorial and Sanchi Stupa. So, these are some of our monuments. So, Cyrus was very happy. At least he could see some of the monuments like the Taj Mahal, Sanchi Stupa and the Victoria Memorial. So, he told his dad that in the next vacations, he is going to come to India and visit the rest of the monuments. And finally, he would complete the entire visit on the monuments in India.